You guys can see, right?
Yeah.
All right, so tonight's topic is Hell Day. I know you guys are probably familiar with that show that used to come on BET, where people used to be set up on horrible dates. It was a laughing experience or a laughing matter, but the topics or the things that we're going to discuss is probably not going to be, it wasn't funny to us when it happened.
The intro wasn't.
So I'll start with this meme. It says, I told a girl to text me when she got home. She must be homeless.
Or she just didn't like you, though. I'm kidding.
Have you ever had someone call your phone to get out of a date? So just like you had an emergency?
I'm trying to remember. Have I ever done that?
Well, I do that all the time. 10 minutes, call me, tell me my mom, somebody fell down the flight of stairs. So I can tell like what happened. If you call, I don't answer, that mean the date going good.
I don't think I've ever had anyone call, but you know what I usually do is make sure I give like my friends like the license plate number or location and stuff.
Oh like yeah. That. Yeah, I was just about to say that. Who's calling me?
Yeah, I had a FaceTime too. It probably was an accident since we're in that group.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, somebody is doing a group FaceTime right now.
Oh. Yeah, I've done that too. Like tell somebody like, oh, this is who I'm with, this is his name. You know, if I'm in his car, this is what kind of car it is. This is where we're going. You know, somebody got to know something.
So the next few questions is just going to be scenarios, and I would like to hear what would you guys do if you were put in that situation. So the first scenario is you are invited on a date at an upscale restaurant. Everything seems to be going well. Great conversation. You seem to have a lot in common. You are enjoying the vibe. He or she tells you to order anything you like. When the bill comes, their card gets declined. What would you do?
Pay for my food bounce.
I was about to say that. I'll be like, excuse me, waiter, could you split the bill, please?
Looks like they're gonna be washing dishes to pay for their half.
For real. But how you tell me to get anything I want, and you ain't check your finances first before you came on a date? I mean, it is a possibility that, you know, sometimes things happen, but if you don't pull out another card,
I was about to say that you better have some backup cards, Cash App, Venmo, somebody, message somebody, give you something so that it could go through.
If you don't pull out another card, then that means this was not meant to be.
Especially because they told you to get whatever you want. So
and it's our first date. And if it's our first date, it's a dub. I'm out.
It was exactly.
I'm paying for my food and see you later.
Yep. Exactly.
What would you do? The food didn't agree with their stomach and he or she had an accident on themselves.
What? Oh,
I'm out again.
I'm out.
Yo, I don't know. Oh my God. I would be so oh man. I feel bad to just leave, but
well, I can't take the smell, so I'm gone.
Well, what type of you said messed up their stomach. Okay, so I know what type of accident that was. Yeah, I can't. Oh, that's disgusting.
But is it really their fault?
It's not.
Yes, bathroom. She can go to the bathroom. I'll tell the waiter to bring him a diaper, but I'm out.
I mean, I feel like usually we're adults for the most part. It's like we feel when something's about to go down, we know, so we can get to the bathroom. Yeah, exactly. So, you know, if you tried to hold out because you didn't want to be embarrassed, like, let me go to the bathroom. You want to get up and farting at the same time as you. Yo, that would definitely be a date from hell.
But then there's, people who have their their gallbladder removed, right? Doesn't it make it?
You shouldn't be going out on dates. But order water.
She said order water.
You're on a date and their significant other shows up. What would you do?
I believe too. I'm not arguing. I'm on a date with you. Your wife want to show up. Your girlfriend want to show up. That's fine. Y'all can enjoy the rest of this date. I'm just walking out. I'm not paying for my food. None of that.
Exactly.
Yep. I'm not fighting.
I was about to say, you see those videos when the girlfriends come and they acting all crazy, just simply remove yourself. Who cares?
Exactly. You can be acting crazy by your damn self.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you hit me, that's another thing, though.
All right. It's story time. What's the worst date that you've been on? And I'm going to put the camera back on for this one.
Well, I've told my story a couple of times, but I haven't told it on video, so I guess I'll tell it. Hopefully that person is not going to watch the clip.
Listen.
Because he will definitely know I'm talking about him. So, oh God. I have been talking to this guy. We were just dating. Not really dating. He used to just come pick me up from work and drop me home. We would talk a little bit and we decided to go on a date. So the plan was to go to the movies, then go out to eat, and then go home. So when he came to pick me up, I didn't notice anything because I just got in the car and he looked fine to me. So we get out the car and he is in a tight shirt, some blue jeans with one of those belts that cowboys wear with the big buckle on the front.
Did it have a buckle on it?
Yeah. And he had on cowboy boots. I think they were blue, like snakeskin. And then he goes in the back and reaches and pull the hat out the car.
Like the real cowboy hat?
The real cowboy hat. I've never seen him dressed that way before. And I don't know if he thought he was gonna impress me on our first date, but we were going to, you remember when Sunrise movie theater was out, right? We was going there and I was just like, oh my God, we're gonna see somebody that I know. Like, this is crazy. And we walk into there, but I'm walking a little behind him. I'm not really next to him. And you know how you used to have to go, how you walk around the thing to get to where you have to buy the tickets or whatever.
Uh-huh.
I just kept looking around like, is there anybody here that I see? Like, he really thought he was fly. Like, literally, he is a black man, darker than me, with tight jeans on, a fitted button-up shirt. Mind you, his shirt is tucked in his pants, okay? With cowboy boots on and a hat. So then we finally get into the movie theater. We sit in the back. I was hoping he didn't sit in the front because it wasn't nobody gonna see him with that fucking hat, see the movie with that hat on. So we sit in the back. He puts his feet up and his head back and he starts snoring. Like, I mean loud, to the point where people was turning around looking.
Wow.
And I kept like, I didn't really want to tap him. I just was like, clear my throat and stuff. And he would turn around and look and he's like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm just falling asleep. I'm so sorry. I'm like, yeah, like.
You was ready to go.
Yeah, but you would think that I would have, told him to take me home there. Like, I wasn't embarrassed enough. No. So then he takes me to this hole in the wall Mexican restaurant. Mind you, we drove for like an hour or two, like way out in Long Island. And the place was disgusting. Like, so it was just nasty. He was like, you're not gonna order? I'm like, no, I didn't even want to sit down. And I went around looking for like different chairs because it was like little round tables and chairs. And I found a chair that I liked, so I pulled it over there and sat down. He orders food and he's just like dogging it, like eating nasty, sloppy, everything. It was just horrible. And I've gotten asked several times, why didn't I just leave? Why didn't I leave earlier? Why didn't I leave? I don't know. I have no idea. I think I was just in shock since he got out the car.
And you didn't want to be rude, I guess?
I think that's what it was, because he was a nice person. And I'm like, okay, maybe, he's just trying a little hard, and then it got me when he was really seriously snoring in the movie theater to the point where nobody could hear what was going on. I'm like, somebody gonna kick us out in a minute. So yeah,
that wasn't that bad. I mean, besides what he was wearing,
we had to see him.
You and the fact that he was snoring, I think it could be worse.
I'm sure there could be worse, but just imagine you're from the hood, you go to the movie theater in the hood, and then you're dressed, how you dress, and you walk in here with this black cowboy. Just imagine, like, everybody was, even people I didn't know was looking at me like, okay, girl. But yeah. But yeah, that was my story. I don't even know if I have another one, but that was the one that I will never forget.
Okay. Viola, do you have a story you want to share?
Mine isn't really like a date from hell, because when I start talking to you on the phone, once you say some mess, we don't make it to the date part.
Okay.
So, but it was just that I had out with this guy, and we got to the restaurant or whatever. I told Tanisha, right? So first, he ordered like a steak or something, but you know how it's not that we have etiquette, like everybody knows how to eat with a fork and a knife. Mm-hmm. Yo, he was struggling. He could not cut the steak. It's like he's holding the fork with one hand and it's the wrong hand. Then he tried to jab it with the knife and he's like trying. I mean, I'm like, and I'm looking at him and it's clanking, it's falling. And I'm like, what the fuck is he doing? And I'm embarrassed now because, I mean, eating with a fork and a knife, that's like basic, right? And then it's like while he's eating, you know how when you smell something, I'm like, what the fuck is that? Then I'm like, I'm gonna let that one slide, whatever. But I knew what it was. I knew he farted, right? So he farted. That one wasn't really that loud. So now we talking, but the smell, I'm trying to cover my nose or whatever. And then now we still talking. And now at this fart, this nigga actually lift up the side of his leg. And as he did it, he's still talking. Yeah. I'm like, yo, you know you just farted, right? Like you
yo, you know you just farted. Like I know you know you farted.
Lift up the side of his leg, like you know how he needed to let it out. And he's like, well, it's better out than in. I'm like, yo, for real? And I just got up and I left. I'm like, you can sit there and fart all you want. I'm out. Nasty motherfucker, I'm out. Like, who does that shit?
Wait, that was your first date when he felt comfortable?
That's the first date we ever had. And this dude felt that we were even if it was our 1 millionth date.
No,
you're not. You're right, in a restaurant, right. Sir.
But
I'm like, what?
Yo, I can't.
I mean, I can't demonstrate how you was eating with the fork and knife, but I did show Tanisha. I was like, what is that? A little kid probably could do better. I wanted to tell him, sir, just pick up the steak. Just pick it up and put it in your mouth. Eat it like a cow. That's better.
Eat it like a cow.
That's better.
He was stabbing the steak.
Yo, he was stabbing it and it was clanking. And then when he finally, I'm like, you want me to cut it for you? I did say that to let him know, like, sir, you're struggling. And it was medium rare, so it's not like they cooked it too tough.
Yo, my problem is the whole, like, you already farted once and you didn't say
up your ass cheek.
Yeah, you lift like what?
Yo, and when he lifted up, it was like everybody turned around and looked. And then to him, it was nothing because he kept the conversation going. Yeah. And then, and I'm like, huh? I'm like, so you just farted, right? Yeah, it's better out than in. I'm like, oh, well,
and then the nerve to say that is better out than in. Like, you don't even say excuse me, nothing.
But but off topic, there's a lot of people that feel that there's nothing wrong with that. That's one of my, not only farting, like that's one of my biggest pet peeves. Like people while they're eating and they just burping and it's nothing to them. I feel that is so disgusting.
I feel like if you are around other people who are eating as well, then burping, and especially burping, it's natural. Farting is natural, and you feel like you gotta burp. There's a way to do it. Like, you're not at home with your shirt up and your hand over your belly. You just like, you just burping. Like, there is a way to do it. You're in front of other people. You don't think you're gonna discuss people
that don't even cover their mouth while they burping and they eating, while they eating, they just burping like it's natural. I'm like, huh?
Yeah, no, I don't like that.
It costs if you hold your burp in, you can go. Yeah, and you know how much it costs to just cover your mouth or just excuse yourself? Sometimes you can't help it. It just comes out.
Right.
But then say excuse me. They don't even say excuse me because they feel it's part of life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I hate people that do that and people that dig up their nose at the table. Digging their nose. That's just. But anyway.
All right. Sade, are you able to talk right now or no?
Yeah. That's good.
Do you have a worst date story to share?
Oh, no, that's whack. It's crazy because I was thinking about this last week. I was like, what's the worst date that I ever been on? Like, because I didn't really date like a lot. Like, I dated, and then we ended up keep dating, and that was like my boyfriend. It was never like I saw you, we went somewhere, and then I dated somebody else. That never really kind of happened to me until I got divorced from my husband. So yeah, I kind of do have one story. I remember going to Atlantic City with some dude. He drove, well, first of all, his girlfriend is one of my high school classmates, right? And he drove her car, or I drove her car rather, to Atlantic City, right? He ended up freaking losing in like the first 15 minutes. He spent all his money. This was my first time ever going to Atlantic City. And he spent his money in like the first 15 minutes. He was ready to be out. After we drove there, like it took us like 2.5 hours to get there. No food, no like nothing. He was done. And I was just like, all right, cool. You could do what you want to do. I'm about to sit down and eat. Like, I'm about to relax. There's no way I'm about to get back on this road after I just drove 2 hours, after you did some dumb, you was playing poker or some shit, bet on some shit you shouldn't have bet on. And now you ain't got no bread. So, he was a little mad at that. And that was cool that he was mad because I don't really give a shit. But then I remembered that he has the car. And I didn't really know that the buses come to Atlantic City and take you to New York. I didn't know all that. Mm-hmm. So at some point, I had to buy his food.
Oh, no.
Yeah, because I needed him to stay so that I could chill for a second and then go home afterwards, because I didn't really know that, I could get a bus home. So yeah, that was the one bad date that I had. Then I found out that was my friend's baby father from high school, and then that was weird.
And found then it was car?
Yeah, that. I found out because he commented on one of my Facebook pictures or something like that, and then she DM'd me. And I was like, okay, all right, and then when you give people time when you give people short answers and short words, you don't really talk too much about the questions that they ask you. They have to reveal themselves. They have to talk to you about why they're asking these questions eventually. But most people tell on themselves. But me, I'm too slick for that. I'm a psychologist, so I just let her say what she had to say. And then I found out that she actually was dating him, and she tried to like play him, talk about his cheesy feet and all that. I was like, I didn't get to all of that. He wasn't getting to the point where I get to even see his shoes off because your man he's a bum. So you and your man could go sit somewhere with your bummy. You chose to procreate with this fool. I feel sorry for you, but me, it was one and done. And then I knew this dating shit is not for me. So I'm gonna talk to a dude. Maybe we go eat, have a coffee somewhere, or something. And then if I like you, we together. That's how that go. I don't play these games. We together, and then we can go out on dates together. And you know that you're paying for it because I don't pay for dates. I don't do it. I'm a female, and I don't pay for dates. Just like I don't pay bills in my house. I don't pay nothing, none of it. I pay my bills, which is my life insurance and not my phone bill either. My credit card bills. That's what I pay. I do other things. So you good. And that's just how that go. But that was my horror story for my lifetime. I'm glad I'm not dating. I feel sorry for all y'all chicks that still
Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Who that?
Yes,
Bob?
I can hear you, Smitty.
What up,
That's
Bob?
Just making sure. I'm using a MacBook. I never used this before. My first time.
That's Bob. What up, Bob?
No, that's Smitty.
Oh, Smitty. Wait, hold on. No, that's not my. No, that ain't my Smitty. My Smitty don't got locks. I got a Smitty. Everybody got a Smitty. What up, Smitty? He looking at me like, who are you?
It looks so confused.
And like, why are you talking to me?
I'm like, everybody got a Smitty. How many Smitties people got, yo? I mean,
I'm serious. No. I mean, like someone that they know. No, they nicknamed them Smitty. That's you. You're not the person that I know, but I also have a person that I call Smitty.
I'm limited edition, yo. Just
I died. Okay, well, welcome.
All right. Your eyes, right?
Well, Smitty, we're just talking about horrible dates that we've gone on. I haven't shared. I have 2 stories, but if you have, I have 2 stories.
Oh my God, man!
But do you want to go before me, or do you want me to share both of my stories?
I want you to go first. Ladies first.
Okay.
I only got one.
So, the first one. The date itself wasn't bad. We went to Blend on the Water. I love that restaurant. Just because of the scenery or whatever. So it was a nice chill date. But the fact that made it a bad date was I found out that the reason he asked me out or wanted to go out with me was because he was trying to get back at one of my cousins that he used to date. And I didn't know.
I've heard this story before. But go ahead.
So it's a cousin that, like, we are not really close, Nisha, the Manhattan crew. Like, we're not close with them. So I never knew who they dated. But I posted a picture while I was out. And then my cousin hit me up and she was like, how do you know him? And I told her, I was like, oh, we just went out on a date. She was like, oh, I used to go with him and he's been in my inbox telling me he's going to get me back and everything. So I guess he saw that we were friends or cousins. I don't even know how he made the connection, because maybe he saw a comment like maybe, oh, hey, cuz, or something like that. And he put 2 and 2 together. But that's why he asked me out, just to, I guess, get back with her. Thankfully, I ain't do nothing with him. So, but yeah, so that's the first story.
And people is desperate these days.
Mm-hmm. Just to get back at her. Now, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's something else.
Oh well, you think you heard something?
Went out his way to look for a family member to hurt your cousin, yo.
Yeah,
right. Like,
so the question is, what did your cousin do to him that bad.
No, I didn't even ask. It didn't matter. Like, I just
real quick. Do your cousins look like you? Like your cousins look like you over here?
No.
All right, well, I'll say.
Like, there was no similarities in looks for them to be able to say, like, oh yeah, I know for sure that's her cousin. That's why I said it must have been like a comment under a picture or something. Like, oh, hey,
are they together now?
No, they're not together, and they weren't even together then. Like, I didn't even know that she was with him or used to see him or whatever the case may be, because we're not close to that. Like that, those they're like extended cousins. Like, we're not that close to them. So just because she saw the picture, like in my story, she was like, "How do you know him?" Like, he was just in my inbox telling me he's gonna get me back, and I'm like, "Are you serious?" Like,
how recent was this?
The audacity.
That had to be like maybe 6-7 years ago.
But you know, it's crazy because that's with us growing up, teenagers, even early adulthood, there were a lot of guys who really try to talk to all of us.
Mm-hmm.
Like, literally try to talk to one, try to talk to the other, and then the other, like not only were we cousins, but we lived together.
Yep.
So you don't think that I was gonna tell her that you try to talk to me, or vice versa?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They used to do that all the time. I guess they thought we were stupid.
All right. So as far as the second story, I gotta wait for Smitty.
Whew, that second story. Oh,
my bad, yo. I had to fill up my red cup.
Okay. Don't worry. I was gonna wait for you for this next story because this one was 2 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
So it's right after a breakup.
Hold on. A breakup with who? You broke up with somebody?
Actually, the guy broke up with me. So the guy broke up with me, and it's like a month later, and then a previous ex wanted to talk to me again. I had no interest in talking to him again, but because I had just went through a breakup, he asked for me to go out. So yeah, I want to be outside. So I didn't want him to know where I lived. So I went to my mom's house for him to pick me up from my mom's house. My brother's there, whatever. So just in case anything, they all know who I'm with. So he comes, it's probably about maybe 8:00, comes to get me. I open the door. He says, my mom is in the car. I'm like, oh, okay. Like, not taking it seriously. He opens the back door for me. I get in the car. His mother is in the passenger seat. His father is driving the car. We're both in the back seat of this car, and his parents are taking us out to eat. They weren't staying, but they were the drivers. The mother really wanted to stay though. She was like, "Oh, where you guys going? Like, I should come."
Oh, I thought she stayed. But
no, she didn't stay. She was just like, "Oh, I should stay," and I'm like, "You might as well." Like, at this point, like, I was like literally sitting in the car, like texting people, like, "Nah, this is a joke. Like, I'm waiting for cameras to pop out. Like, no, this is not serious." They drop us off. I go eat at 71st and Continental, and the whole while I'm just like, this didn't really happen. This is just a joke. Whatever, we talking. And then we go for a walk after we're eating. We get to Union Turnpike. I'm like, all right, I gotta go, because at this point I'm really close to my house now. All right. And I call me an Uber, and then I come home. Leave him right.
But how were y'all supposed to get home? The parents was gonna come back and pick y'all up?
I don't know if they were supposed. I don't know what the plan was, but we walked from 71st and Continental just to walk off the food. I don't know what the plan was, to Union Turnpike. When we got to Union Turnpike, I pulled out my phone, did my Uber, and I was like, "Oh, all right, I'm leaving." And he lived in Brooklyn. So how he was getting home from where we was at, it didn't matter to me. I don't know if he had plans. My Uber came, I was out, and that was it.
Wow.
Like, did he seem like anything was wrong
with him?
No, like, Did he seem uncomfortable that his parents was driving?
No.
That's what you call a bum. That's what you call a bum. That's what you call a bum. That he done already. These girls done already soup. He probably cute, so he probably get away with just his looks,
but
and he's able to not have.
Or he is.
Or he's trying to show
you. You better not say 30.
That he's a family man.
No, 40 something.
He's what?
Oh, what?
Something.
Nah,
yes.
bro.
Oh, so the parents had to be like at least 60 something, yo.
Yo, he was 40.
Oh my God.
Oh shit.
So I think he had me by 10 years. So if that happened 2 years ago, he was 43 and I was 30. So
nah, bro.
Wow. Oh my
boy,
God.
Ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Oh my God, yo.
Boy, ain't no way, boy. Oh my God. See, this is why I don't date. I've been off the dating market 9 years ago. I don't play these games. I can't do it.
That's the reason why you don't date.
Because there's too many bums out there.
Yo,
there's too many bums.
Listen, I'm just with my teeth, right?
That's really crazy. Like how you had the balls to just, you're 40 something and you really are, you had the balls to come and pick me up with your mother.
Listen.
We're sitting in the backseat.
Listen, he probably just got off punishment, right? Give that dude a break, right? Calm down. He probably just got off punishment, right?
Apparently.
Right?
The fact that you live with your moms at 40 years old is a turn off to me.
My whole date wasn't as bad as yours, yo.
Didn't live with well, maybe he did. Maybe he moved back with them. Who knows?
Exactly.
But when we were together, I know he had his own place. So I don't know what happened. I don't know his story.
He went down like Mary J. Blige. He was living there. He told him, he said, go up, come with me, come take me to this date. I don't wanna take you, ain't doing nothing, Mom. Come on, drop me off real quick.
That was the craziest thing. I just knew I was being punked. I was waiting for those cameras to come out. Man. Cliff does not let me live that down. Like, I literally got in the house like probably like 12 o'clock that night, maybe early. I don't even remember the time. But I know as soon as I got in, I called Cliff. When I say he laughed at me so hard.
Like, I would have too. I'm sorry. I would have laughed. So your mother laughing at you. Like, What could you say about that? That's some terrible stuff. You had some really
chaperone on a date.
And the mother was really like, oh, I should come too. I'm like, you might as well. And she got the nerve to talk about, no, I'm not dressed good enough.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Nah. Well, hey, good Lord, you don't got to deal with that type of foolishness. Hopefully you stay not having to deal with that type of foolishness, because I can't. Mm-hmm. So Smitty, what happened? Because I ain't hear nothing from you. What was your worst day ever?
I was trying to ease through this conversation, but
I'm about to go get my cup too, Smitty.
Oh, there you go. Like, my story is not as ambitious as yours. It was a blind date. My brother I told my brother, I said, yo, if Shorty got a friend? He's like, yeah, Shorty got a friend, yo. I said, I bet, yo. I said, yo, I said, listen, I said, yo, I'm a cook. I said, I got drinks here, I got drinks here, she could come, do whatever, and we could just come and chill and just vibe out and, feel each other's energies or whatever like that. So I pull up to my crib a little bit late, but I see him going inside my building. So I'm like, I bet it's about to go down, baby. So go upstairs, meet the chick. Oh my God. She is like the total opposite of what I like, yo. She was loud. She was obnoxious. She was like, oh my, whose TV is this? Whose TV? Did you buy this TV? I know you ain't buy this TV. Oh my God, this living room set is everything. Did you buy this? Are you sure? I looked at my brother. I said, yo, this bitch gotta go. Like now, like right now, yo. Like right now. I'm texting him because this something that I usually do with the fellas. If I have a date that I'm on and I need to get out, I'll have them call me and I'll be like, ring, 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 ring. Hello, family member? What happened? An emergency. All right, yo. I'm sorry, but I gotta go. Exit this way, and I'll call you. I ain't call it back. That was a bad date. I can't say I have a worse date because usually the man takes the lady out, but that was a bad blind date because I didn't know what I was getting.
She was like, "Oh my God, it's your TV."
Yeah, she's like, she made it seem like I couldn't afford none of the shit in my house.
You got it from Rent Center. You lucky she ain't asked you that.
She probably like, "What you do for a living?"
Yeah, she would have found that out. She'd have been like, "Oh snap! Oh my god!
Exactly.
Oh my god! I'm staying here."
This is nice.
Yo,
yeah,
if she would have found that out, she would have been like,
nice.
"Oh my God, for real? I know you make a lot of money."
Uh-huh.
I'm like, "No, I don't. Child support. You can leave that. You leave now, yo. I got too many kids."
Ooh, is that leather? This is nice.
Is that not leather, leather.
Leather. Yeah,
is that leather? Oh my god, this is so nice. This is so dope. What you got in the fridge? You got some hot dogs? Can I have some hot dogs with some ketchup?
Well, that would have been some wet though.
Oh God, she'd be like, "Is that a 50-inch? Oh my God, like I always wanted one of those."
She probably
like, yo, 75,
yo.
75. Right?
It's been a night. 75. She probably gave
75. She probably done wet herself.
Yeah. She probably had her drawers off. It was 75-inch on her wall. Like, oh my God, 75.
Y'all can leave now. I'm about to
put on some Avant.
All right. So the next few slides is just going to be some tweets where people were talking about their worst day experience. So we're just going to read them and then we can even put ourselves in their shoes just to see how we will respond to it. And since Sade say I never call on anybody else to read, Sade, would you like to start us off?
Sure. Why not?
Mystical. Mr. Cal? Mr. Callie?
Mr. Callie. I don't know.
You want to read this?
Oh, actually, but
oh wait, hold on. I'm sitting here like a fool. There we go. Hold on. All right. She brought her two sisters and her friend, even though we agreed to just the two of us. I asked to split the bill in two, mine and hers together, portion and her sister's, and friend on a separate bill. They were mad. I didn't cover the whole bill, $365. I blocked her after we left the restaurant, and she saw me the following day and was asking why she haven't heard from me. I felt so embarrassed. I didn't know what to even say. I just told her I'm gonna need some time to think about everything.
No, you should have told her and her fucking flunky ass friends and sisters that no, bitch, I'm not paying for all y'all shit.
You know what's funny, yo? Now that I read this, something like that happened to me.
Oh God.
Something like that happened to me. It was a girl, like, I took her out and then she invited her friend to the movies and shit. Yeah.
Who does that?
So we got to the movie theater and, I bought them tickets, right? So when it was time to go to the concession stand, she ain't like me after this. We got to the concession stand. So I bought me some nachos and a drink. After that, she was like, "Yeah, you are rude, yo. You ain't even buy me and my friend nachos." I said, "No, I'm not dating your friend. I'm not going to date with your friend. I want to date with you. But since you wanted to invite her, that's your date, right?"
Yeah.
But the movie was excellent, though. All right, 2 thumbs up. All right.
But you already bought their tickets.
Yeah. Listen, I'd rather spend money on a ticket than go to that concession stand. A bottle of water is like $10.
For real.
True.
But why do people expect, like, why you get mad at him? You and your sisters ran up a bill for like $300 or something or whatever, and you expect him to pay for that when it's supposed to be a date just y'all two? What?
She lucky that he didn't want to just pay for his own food. He was
exactly
for both of theirs.
I left them with the whole bill, the whole $365. I didn't even pay my part.
Yeah, I went to the bathroom when they came back, yo.
Yep.
You would have texted me like, "Where you at?" Diarrhea. Right? It would have been a wrap, yo.
All right, Smitty, you got the next one.
Date was so bad, I gave away the $20 to spin in my drink. Oh, sorry, to spill my drink on me to get me out of there.
That's funny. Damn, it must have been that bad.
Damn, that was a bad date.
Like, I would be like, make a scene, make it look real good.
I would have told her, make believe that you're like my ex from a long time ago.
Right.
I would do some shit like that, yo.
Not purposely ruin your outfit.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Well, this happened. I went on a, well, doesn't matter. Well, it was a semi date. It was me and my and Kwame. We went on a date with a chick that we was trying to bone. And oh gosh, I forgot Mama Judy's on this call. But hey, she didn't heard me say worse things. So I'm just gonna get ahead on and say what I got to say. But yeah,
I didn't hear you say worse things.
Look at Smitty face, yo.
Yeah. Oh well, welcome to Talk Tuesdays, cause when I'm on here, I be saying some off the wall stuff. Cause whatever comes to this brain that just happened to happen, it just comes up. So we was looking for a sister friend, and
we sister friend. Got it. Cool.
Yeah, I forget that those things are considered dates and stuff. It was this girl. She was when you trying to court somebody, like, to make them do other things, you get them drunk, you make them talk about their feelings and stuff, and then you try to end the night off with a nightcap in your house.
Keep on.
Did he just pull out a notebook? Somebody please get me.
So
please get Smitty.
What you say? You gotta make them feel what? Talk about what?
So you start with drinks. Everyone likes to talk about themselves. Oh, everybody's always going through something. They want to talk about themselves. Just sound interested in whatever the heck they're trying to say. You may not.
Yo, Smitty got me dying.
Sound very interested, but as you sound interesting, drinks keep coming along because people tend to let their real true feelings and their sexual inhibitions come out when they're drunk, because then they can blame it on alcohol.
All I heard was sex and money. I got you, yo. I got you.
Cool.
You're crazy.
Cool. So then you make small suggestions. You don't be thirsty, like, hey, let's go. You make suggestions. You be like, well, how do you feel right now? You make small gestures to see if you can touch the person and how they feel about you touching them. If they really like, all right, well, you just gonna end this right now and call it up. But if they stop, they just
wow,
yeah, they wouldn't. So
I'm getting the full course. Oh, I should be recording.
Hey, listen, hey, I'm just telling you what works.
Don't worry, it's recorded, Smitty. It's recorded. I'll send you. I'll make sure you.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, that's right. My bad, yo. Technology. That's right. My bad.
Lord God, but yeah. So this girl, she thought in her mind that she was going. You know how girls we were trying to go on dates and stuff just to get a meal and some drinks, some free drinks. Like, you just feel like eating, so you'll call the sucker or somebody who you think is going to just pay for your meal, and then you could just be out. So she must have thought that was how it was going to go for her, but she didn't understand that there's a system to this situation, and once you in the system, you really don't have no control over it. One, because you already knew what you was coming into. It's not like you didn't know, like, it's two people sitting here. You pretty much know what you get yourself into, but you just trying to see how much you can get before you actually have to go. it was cool, you know. She she so after a while, right? Because it was like an hour, it was like an hour and a half, and it became because she just kept talking and talking and just talking and drinking. So after a while, we was at the table, right? And so, oh, Mama Judy, I'm so bad that I got to say this right now. You have to hear me, but
No,
I'm
say it. I
saying,
want to hear it.
oh my gosh. So because she wasn't getting a hint of let's be out and let's go, you know, have some fun, I just kind of maybe, well, Kwame kind of pulled out a boob on at the table and just started like, you know, because you know, hey,
Wait. Pull out whose boob?
mine.
Oh,
Well, we
okay.
don't know her, so we wasn't gonna violate her like that. Because then she could be talking about some other type stuff that had legal complications, and we ain't trying to do nothing like that. It's just supposed to be a fun thing. So, you know, we was in a whole restaurant. It was dark where we were sitting. So maybe many people didn't see it. She absolutely saw us because she just kept talking. So we wanted her to really be quiet and understand that this is the vibe that we were going for. So it happened. And then she pulled up, she started, I don't know why I did that because she went on 10. She almost was, she had on like this like a two-piece tank top thing. And by the time she came to sit next to us, she only had on one piece of her two-piece. She was really must have been really jacked up. She didn't take off the top part. She had off the bottom part. She had the bottom part off and she went to go sit next to Kwame with her underwear on and no bottom on. And we got kicked out the restaurant.
I was about to say, this is all in the restaurant.
Question.
Oh,
How is this a disaster date, yo? I ain't hear nothing that was a disaster so far.
I said that. So I pulled out a boob, and then he started licking it, and then she got all excited and took her pants off.
And that was the bad part of the date.
Came to sit. No, it wasn't bad. We just got kicked out. Like like that's so that would be considered bad, right? We got kicked out the restaurant.
You know what? I think you wanted to show off tonight, right? You want to show off tonight and tell some stories and shit like that, yo. I'm getting all hot and bothered. You like, and that was the end of our date.
Oh,
And you know,
I'm sorry.
my boo was out, and you know he was doing this, and he just came back to the room with just toothpick strings on, and it was just.
But oh wait, but she didn't want to go. She didn't want to go nowhere and finish it off. How she do all of that and didn't want to finish it off? That was the bad. Okay, so that was the bad part. Nothing happened from that.
Still,
she talking about she had period or something like that. That's what girls say. They don't want to. They don't want to. Yeah, you took your whole pants off in the restaurant, and now you got your period. Yeah, so that kind of was the bad part about the situation because they had to. It was a very interesting situation, and I had a lot of laughs out of that because we were just laughing because we don't never get super drunk like nah, we don't never want to be at that point in the game. That's not.
I bet you when she talk about her bad day, she probably talk about this one.
She probably
like,
do,
girl, do you know he pulled out her titty?
But she was.
What type of restaurant is this?
Joined the Lord. She went and joined the Lord. You know,
What's the name of the restaurant? What's the name of what restaurant was that?
It was, you know, in Brooklyn. You know, Havana Outpost. You know that little truck that is on Fulton Street. It's like a little truck. They serve like margaritas and like it's a little. It's not really like they have an inside restaurant part, but people mostly go there for the margaritas because it's, oh my god, it's so good. They have frozen margaritas.
But all that gentrification, they still allow that kind of stuff in Brooklyn?
Wait, what you said about that's Bob?
No, that's Cliff.
Oh sure, what up, Cliff? What you say, Cliff?
With all that gentrification, they still allow that stuff to happen in Brooklyn?
Gentrification, you meaning like the white people?
All them white folks, you didn't get your ass kicked out, or it's a while back?
Oh,
she said she got kicked out.
I got money. We got kicked out the restaurant for sure. We
Okay, there you
definitely
go.
got kicked out.
I
She took her
missed that
whole
part.
she took her whole pants off. I couldn't have been a restaurant owner and not have kicked us out. That would be kind of foolish. You know, the bull about that, we could play that off on a low. That was like on a low, kinda, you know, and nobody's really paying attention to that because you know white people do dumb shit when they get drunk too. So that was okay for them. But when she came over with the no pants on, they were like, wait, in her underwear, they were like, oh yeah, that's a lot. But I feel like they kind of messed up the vibe too, because if it would have lasted like 5 minutes longer, we would actually had something happen.
In the restaurant.
Viola.
Wait. Hold on.
Okay, that was my other team. I had to show them my stomach. Now I'm ready. They off now, so now I can switch my computer.
Okay.
All right, boom.
Did everybody already share?
No, we waiting on you.
No. I don't. All my dates go great.
Turn,
did Nico already share?
Here we go. Yeah.
You told us about her chaperone date.
Damn it. All right, Nico, send me the recording of this later. Send me the recording of that later, okay?
Cliff, what do you have to say about it?
Boy, I just no. I want it to be. That should have been the main event. Why'd you give it off to start the story? That's like
I was second.
Ain't nobody here got to like can top that. Not the titty lady. Nobody's topping that.
Cliff, it's not about topping. It's just about talking about your experiences. It's not about nobody topping nothing. Oh, it's
well, Cliff, my date came out in full-blown cowboy costume.
Oh shit!
So that's all right. He just getting his Woody from Toy Story on. I'm all right with that. Nico's took the cake. Come on now.
Mine was at the table, lifting up the side of his ass, farting while we talking, eating steak.
Yo, listen.
Hold on.
I'm lactose intolerant. That can happen.
Yo, for real, we had a restaurant. He laid the first one. I smelt it. I'm like, yo, we talking. I'm trying to cover my nose, whatever.
Yeah.
And then, like, we still talking. I'm still smelling it. I'm like, yo, what the hell is that? Then now, mid conversation, you know how when you lift up your leg, he lifted up his leg. Wow, we're in a restaurant now. Yeah.
But let me ask you a question. When all that's going on, I feel you. But let me ask you one question. With all that going on, real quick, was his mama there?
Nah.
This doesn't count. It doesn't count. All right.
I feel like that's the segue into Cliff story.
I got nothing. I got no story.
He talking about Nicola. He talking about
just keep going back. I told you he will never let me live that down ever.
Oh man, yo.
I mean, once I saw his father in the car though, I wouldn't even got in the car though.
Yeah, for real. That's
you got in. I wouldn't even got in the car. I'm like, yo, we double dating with your parents. I'm good, kid.
Nah, that's facts. I was thinking
how y'all have a chaperone at 30 and 40 years old? I don't understand.
I'm not even getting in the car. I'm like, yo, that's the Uber driver. Who are these people? And if you're the same parents, I'm like, nah, I'm not double dating with your parents. I'm out. You go out with them.
You in an Uber pool? What's going on? No,
not doing all that.
That never would have worked. Yo,
yeah.
But it's mad. I got mad stories like that, like the one with the girl. I got another one where we was
really like that.
Listen, we don't need no more of them.
So we're going to go to the next one.
You know what's crazy?
You want to read it?
I'll read it.
Oh, okay.
While at dinner, date looks at I gotta move this thing to the side. While at dinner, date looks at me and says, if you just lose 10 pounds, you will be a 10. I asked for dessert.
Basically telling them that they need to lose weight on their first date.
Telling her, bitch, you shouldn't even be getting dessert. You fat.
See, that's why you can't be 100% honest with a date on that first date.
That's not 100% honest. That's disrespectful. So you saying I'm a 1? I'm a 0, but if I lose 10 pounds, I'll be a 10. What does that say about you? You should have never went out on a date with me in the first place. And then I'm coming for your mother, your father. I'm gonna make you yourself.
No,
you say something like that to me? Oh God.
You're coming for the mother and the father?
Maybe if you use some Gorilla Glue, you'll have a date. Like, I would go in on you, kid. Like,
Jesus.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, Hey.
Oh Lord. That's kind of true though. Why would you go on a date with me if you think I could lose 10 pounds?
Maybe they didn't look. Maybe they didn't see
when you picked me up, when you got me in the car, when we got there. I'm coming in on you. I'm gonna look. I'm gonna make
what
you
I will say. What I will say is, and please nobody come for me. I'm cautious about my own body. I'm in the gym all day trying. I don't do the internet dating. I don't do the apps, whatever. But word on the streets is a lot of girls take a lot of great pictures head up. Watch this. I'm sorry. Hold on. Titty up.
Okay, filtered. But what I'm saying is when he picked her up.
It's not
how about when he picked her up before they got to the restaurant? He ain't see her there?
Unlike Cliff, I've been on these internet dates. So I know when a chick is a lot.
You got caught.
I don't think that was a bad thing. It took that girl or the guy a second for them to actually tell that person. I don't think that they saying that the person.
Yeah, that was a bad taste to that dude.
This is our first date. This is our first date. We're not comfortable. This is our first date. We're not comfortable. I don't know you. You don't know me. We trying to get, and you telling me I'm fat. That's not how you.
No, that's not.
Yo,
but 10 pounds is not a lot. 10 pounds is not a lot of weight. That's not saying that you.
I don't even mind that. But did you hear the end of it? If you lose 10 pounds, you'll be a 10. So what am I now?
You could be a 9.
Listen. I'm a big dude.
I'm coming for your head.
I came on a date and said, "Yo, you lose 10 pounds, yo, you be a 10.
You be fire." I don't think that.
How would you feel?
Yeah, I'm already a 12, yo. Right? Right?
You know what I think.
Women can say that. Women can say that.
Women can say that. He said 10 pounds.
Women can't say that.
Women can say that.
Women can say girl no pass. Talking about yo, babe. You look good. You lose 10 extra pounds.
Women can say that. Women can say that.
I'm about to lose $150, yo. Get out my table.
The fact that he said 10 pounds is even more insulting. The reason why is because that means that you're sitting here picking at my flaws, and you're just telling me like, oh, so if you just lose just 10 pounds. You know what I mean?
That question. Like, I mean, I know not everybody's single or whatever. That some are like married, but for those who go on dates and first dates, how long do you be knowing these people before you agree on a date? Like, is it straight up? Can they meet you one time and be like, let me take you out?
I think it varies.
It does,
right?
Well, mine was we spoke on the phone for like maybe a week and then we went out. But sometimes you can meet somebody like the first time and you go on a date. It's just a date. We can go coffee somewhere public because you want to know how the person you really, because on the phone you could tell me anything. You could be talking to me and you're rolling your eyes, but face to face, I can actually see what you know what I'm saying? Because you could be telling me a whole bunch of yada 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 on the phone and don't mean nothing. But in the face to face, I could see your facial expression. I could see your demeanor. I could see more things about you. But you tell me that. Oh, back to that other story. You tell me that on the first date, I'm coming for your mother.
She said,
I'm like, well, if your mother didn't fuck your father raw, you wouldn't be here.
Damn.
Yo, I would have went in on you. Like Jesus. Smitty, what are you doing, kid?
Oh, you having a conversation, right?
Oh, you pouring. There's a sip and paint. Got him.
Right.
All right, let's go to the next one.
Go to the next one.
Oh.
Okay, so it says, my date took me to a nice restaurant. Our server leaned into me and said, "You're the third one this week."
All right. Listen. That's none of his damn business, all right? None of his damn business. Because I've been a victim of that waiter, all right?
Oh my God.
If you have a good place that you like going and taking people at, there's nothing wrong with that. Is it? Honestly.
But the waiter shouldn't have told me that though. But once the waiter told me that, the bill gonna be $1 million.
Yeah. Now if you go there, you be like, oh man, yo, this is the first time I was in here. Yo, Jess, what's up? Hey, what's up, Ron? How you doing? That's
no.
Yeah. That's different. Cheers.
I would have.
Damn,
that sounds like
3 in a week though.
That sounds like April.
Oh yeah. Cliff got stripper people who try to keep things under the wraps because I went to a strip club with him and didn't want it to be known that she knew him. So she was just like, "Oh, hi."
Oh, so she thought you was his girl.
Yeah. We walking in, she's just like, "Hi, welcome," whatever. And then as we start talking, and he's like, "Oh, that's my best friend." She's like, "Oh, okay, Cliff." I'm like, "Oh, y'all know each other by name."
Oh, you know, Cliff. You know he love it. He love them girls. Boy.
He love a strip club.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, yo.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
No, it's something wrong with that if you spending your whole 401k.
Oh,
yeah, I can't do strip clubs no more, yo.
Ooh, you know I'm a finance girl. Don't say that. Don't say that. Damn.
I'm
I
just
can't
joking.
do strip clubs no more, yo.
No,
So
he said before he spent a lot of money before.
Yeah, I remember that. There was one time something about the ATM gave him money or something like that.
I'll just listen. I don't know the exact amount, but let's just say
it's an amount.
I could have made some down payment on some property. I'll just leave it at that.
Wow. You basically bought somebody property that night.
I could have bought some property in downtown Jamaica.
Damn.
But it's all good, you know.
Tuition, Cliff. Don't you all right? You all good. You just pay for somebody college tuition, bro. You straight.
All right, let's go to the next one. He had a $35 steak and several drinks. I had an $8 salad and water. He demanded I split the check 50-50.
Hey, yo, somebody was laughing hard about that.
That's right, King. That's right.
Oh, that's crazy.
Okay, but the question is, what's the backstory? Did who asked who on a date?
It don't matter who asked who. I'm not splitting 50-50 with you.
Yeah, I personally feel like the first date should be on the dude.
No. Yeah.
I feel like the first date should be on. Now, if it's a second date, that's different.
That's like 95%. Like it has to be the dude. I'm like, if like I could be invited, hey, do you want to come out here? And then it kind of feels like a date. I understand that, but like if she like asks you out on a date, nah, I'm good.
It's not even the 50-50 part, sir. I ate for $8.
What does that
You
mean?
ate for $50. So I'm giving my $8. If you're trying to say 50-50, I'm paying $8 plus $2 gratuity. That's it.
That's not how that works.
That's how it works for me at that point.
But if we're on a date, why are you even asking me to pay 50-50 if we're on a date?
And you ate for about $50, sir.
I don't know that man's situation.
Well, he should have made his situation known before we went out.
Yeah, exactly.
Shorty, I ain't got it like that. I'm kind of broke. And then we wouldn't even went on a date. I'd have been like, well, you get a Big Mac and I'll go out by myself. You better get a 4 for $5, but I'm good.
Cook me something nice. Like everybody, if you don't always have to, sometimes we catch them on restaurant week, yo. That's where you get them. You get them nice. You go to them nice restaurants and you're only paying like $40, $50, $70. Freaking, we was at one of them fancy restaurants in the place.
Like happy hour.
Yeah, you gotta learn how to finagle it, but don't come on, man. The dude is supposed to like some of these chicks, they do a lot and they be going on a lot of first dates because they just be hungry. That's just
I don't know. I don't know the protocols right now. I don't know the protocols right now, but even when I go on platonic dinners, that's like also because of my taste, that's like at least $250.
Yeah, that's true.
See, my whole thing is
that's true.
I get upset with these questions.
Like I don't know, like I don't go to like restaurants. I mean,
I hear you.
Right. We got a few more dates that we want to go through, and we're trying to get off by 9:30. So
yeah.
Okay.
Someone hooked me up on a blind date with a dude that had Tourette syndrome.
It's not funny. Why you laughing?
I didn't know it. I didn't know, and it would have been nice if I was one. I was confused because he would start shaking his dreads in mid convo.
Oh shit!
I'm like,
they told her that. They should have told her that.
They definitely should have told her that.
Oh,
she got pranked. She got pranked.
They should have told her that.
Oh my God. Could you imagine mid-date? He's like, motherfucker.
That's not funny. Yo, I would have been like, yo, what is wrong with you? Somebody help me, please.
I be like, he having a seizure.
Oh my God.
Oh man, let's get off of this topic because we should be laughing.
We shouldn't.
Oh my God.
He said from your photo, I thought you were too good for me. I'm glad to see that you've got flaws. Then he listed them.
Ooh.
Wow.
This is first date. Wow.
Damn.
Looking at
Oh
the
my
picture
God.
though, ooh, I see them.
I would have slowly gotten up, and as I'm getting up, I would have listed all his motherfucking flaws too, and I would have been walking away slowly, and I would have. By the time I got, like,
but that's you. But that's you being petty though.
Fucking, you a real bitch for that.
That's you being petty. Like
that's like, come on, you're a sissy for that shit.
Lucy Lappin looking.
We all know what you mean by sissy.
Looking a little rough there from her picture there.
Oh my gosh.
Smitty, you got the next one?
Oh yeah, I got the next one. My date was complaining about me on Facebook. Hold on, I gotta move this thing over. My date was complaining about me on Facebook while at the table. I found out because she accidentally tagged me in the post. Wow.
Oh my God.
That is so embarrassing.
You're not tech savvy.
Oh my God.
That's fucked up.
Oh my God.
And if that would have happened to me, I'd went right under that post and commented.
Right?
Yep.
Oh my God. But you know, men, they not that petty. They probably would just laugh and then be like, all right, so you pay the bill then.
No.
Damn.
I'd be like, ha, pay your portion of the bill. Get out of my face.
Nah, I would have commented underneath that shit.
Yeah.
I would have commented with a lie. I would have been like, did you tell everybody how you told me you can't afford this dinner tonight?
You was to say that when you was sucking this dirt.
Yo, I can't.
Yes.
All right, go ahead, Sade.
Sitting on the floor kissing, talking about life and family. Turns out we're cousins.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Sitting on the floor kissing. I gotta see how that shit went down, yo. Like, oh my God, yo. I was just at my Aunt Rachel house. You got an Aunt Rachel? Yeah, yo. With the red door? It's got a dog named Scruffy. Oh my God.
Oh my God. No. That sounds like the R. Kelly and Usher song.
Same girl?
Yeah, same girl. Oh God, that's so funny.
Yo, that's crazy.
I would probably throw up.
I would probably throw up, honestly. Yeah, that's no.
All right,
hell no. Okay. At the end of the night, he leaned in for a kiss, whispering, "Don't be scared if my tooth falls out."
What? Oh.
And I'd be like, "Don't be alarmed if I put you in your face."
Oh my.
Don't be scared if my tooth falls out.
Don't be scared if my tooth falls out.
Why don't you just take the shit out before you kiss her, yo?
Thank you. Like that's my.
Yeah, yo, just
fell out and she swallowed that shit.
Right? You trying to kill me? You trying to choke me off your damn tooth?
That's fact.
Looking like Jerome.
Oh, I mean, at least he warned her though before it slid down her throat.
I had a rebuttal for that, but I'm gonna just let that slide.
Yo, I can't.
Oh, we went go-kart riding. He said I had something on my face. He got it off, but wiped off my eyebrow.
First of all, you should have had on some setting spray or something.
Wow.
It shouldn't come off that easy.
You know what? That wasn't his fault. That was April's fault. For having some bad, corny ass makeup.
How hard was he wiping?
Right, that's what I was thinking.
I would have been like, okay, like, that's enough.
Like, yo, babe, half your eyebrows gone, yo.
I would have been like, it's okay. Let me just go back in the bathroom and put it back on.
Why are you over
there? He talked about himself all through dinner, then drove me around to show me where all his ex-girlfriends lived.
Oh my God, he's a fucking stalker.
Yeah, you should have let me.
I would have jumped out the car while I was moving.
Smitty's like, what?
Yeah, you about to take me to the woods right now.
This is like a next episode on you. I'm like, word, that's crazy, yo. I open the door and shit, like, yo, that's crazy, man.
And my homeboy said he was at a pool party with a girl for the first time. She got out the water. She looked like Dracula. She went in the water. She was looking like Aaliyah. She came out the water looking like Dracula. Wig fell off and everything. She had bald spots. She had bald spots. The eyebrow, one eyelash was
yo, like Aaliyah said. She don't succeed.
What? I mean, don't we all know that can't happen?
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna read this one.
You left.
Okay. Oh, go ahead. Who started?
Oh, I was gonna read it, but go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you can go ahead.
We left bowling and was headed to a restaurant. Got pulled over, and he went to jail. Mind you, we were in a different city than the one we lived in. I felt so bad. I had to drive his car back home to our city.
You're lucky they let you drive the car back home, girl.
For real.
They could have told that shit.
Exactly.
If they would have told it, I would have said to the cop, "Let me know when he being released."
Sound light. I mean, it's not that sounds.
Yeah, that's light. That's what I got.
Light.
That's light.
No, that's light. But just imagine if she was straight.
That's not a bad first date.
That's not a bad first date. Shit happened.
Now, I would like to know what he's getting arrested for.
She ended up in jail with him. Then it's like, all right.
I would want to know what he's getting arrested for. Like
that's a fact.
He's arrested for rape. I'm like, all right.
Oh, that's a fact. He's for
exactly, yo. 2 murders, all female. He'd be like, all right, well, yeah, fuck his car.
And you fit the description.
In the middle of the date, she called her ex and decided to get back together with him.
You was that bad.
Wow. You see what's out there.
Wow, yo.
The date was so bad. She was like, I'm going back to my ex.
Yeah.
She was like, I can't understand that. I gotta say, if the date was that bad, he was like, damn, yo, ain't no good niggas out here. Yo, hello, Steve. Yeah, yo, all that shit I was saying, all shit I was complaining about, all that stuff.
You good.
You good, yo. You good in my book.
The grass ain't green on the other side.
Take me back,
You
yo.
only punch me in my face on Wednesdays. We can get back
exactly,
together.
Yo. I know what I want from the store from now on. I don't have to second guess nothing ever.
I feel you. Oh, that's fucked up.
The moment he said 50-50, that's when she called him back. That's when she called him
right.
Oh man. So it's still women not paying for their dates. They still not going Dutch.
Ew.
We went to a restaurant. Right? I said a joke. She laughed. While we were laughing, she blew a booger on my menu.
Ew. Oh no.
Yo, not the booger came halfway out her nose, but it blew on.
That happened? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was saying not the booger come halfway out her nose from laughing. That shit blew on his menu.
Nah, I was at a restaurant. I made a girl laugh so hard. A particle came from her mouth, landed on mine, and I just have to ignore that shit.
It landed on your mouth?
No, it landed on the menu. And that was the last time I picked that menu up. I was guessing what I wanted for the rest of that night.
Oh God, that probably wasn't the dirtiest thing on the menu, though. You know they say the menus are the dirtiest thing at a restaurant.
They do. They
the meat?
The menu.
The menu is the dirtiest thing at a restaurant. So that wasn't whatever she spit on it was not the dirtiest thing. So you could have picked it back up.
Yeah, but he ain't know that though.
Yeah, I'm good though.
Yo, that's crazy.
I went to a fancy place. He ordered and ate the most expensive food on the menu. He went to wash his hands and never returned.
Oh,
she got scared. So, I don't know. Well, in Florida, that's commonplace.
This is why my mother used to always tell me, don't go with nobody without no money, girl.
Yeah.
But how you know?
How you supposed to know?
No, you don't know. I'm not saying for that reason. I'm saying she used to just always tell me, like, it doesn't matter if somebody say they're gonna treat you
Oh, you have your own money.
Make sure you have your own money. Make sure you have your money. Okay,
that makes
gotcha.
sense.
Okay.
Yeah, because what if now he left? She stuck with the bill. What if she tried to leave? They're gonna call the cops on her, so she gotta pay that.
Yeah, and
I mean, just
Do
because
they still wash dishes in the back?
That's what I was wondering.
I would find that dude. He gotta be found. Cause you trying to play with me. You got to be found, bro. I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna pay that bill, but I'm gonna find you.
So you right, me too. I'm gonna find that motherfucker.
Exactly.
Why can't you just take the L as a life lesson?
What?
Bro,
nah, that's not a good L. The L is when you get jumped and you don't know who did it.
Exactly.
No, you're going that far over a date?
It wasn't a date. You left me with a very expensive
what if it was like $300, Cliff? Like a $300-$400 bill.
What if it was $100 bill, yo? What if it was $100 bill? Then what?
I wouldn't let that go. That's nothing.
It's nothing.
But about fancy restaurants, 50. You talk about a fancy place. You could talk about anything. And he ordered the most expensive things on the rest. That could have been like $300-$400.
Yeah.
Or more.
Yeah. Bitch,
they'll come up to like $600 and shit, yo.
All right, Smitty, go ahead. Read this one.
I did a double date with my bro like 3 years ago, and the girls was hyped about going go-kart riding. We had a double-seater, and my date was musky. Not musty, musky. And when she looked at her arms and was yelling as we were turning the corner, the smell got in my mouth, and I crashed and hit the damn rail. After that, I told my bro, we gotta go home. I ain't never smelled no shit like that would ever make me crash.
Wow.
Wow. She must have smelled like a bag of onions.
Oh my God, nah.
No.
He said she was
that
musky.
That worth that.
No. I remember
like Africa. Like when you play
the long one.
Go to Africa. That's
all right. I'm gonna read this one.
Okay.
It says, met this guy in the military. He said he wanted to take me to a hotel party after going on a couple of dates. I agreed. Got on base to the hotel, no party. So we're sitting in his room alone and he gets up to go to the bathroom. Comes back naked and sits on the bed to order food. I'm already disgusted with you for even lying. Now you're naked. And I asked him, why was he naked? And he said, because he was about to get in the shower, but wanted to order food first. When he got up, there was a skid mark. There was a skid mark on the bed. And I had to stay because I was on base and couldn't get off without him. When I asked him, was that from his butt on the bed? He said, it looked like it was probably my makeup. I said, I was so motherfucking mad I couldn't spit fire.
Oh my
God. You don't like his booty.
That is fucking disgusting.
Ew.
Oh no.
That means that you just be having shit in between your ass.
Ew. Oh my God, please. I can't take it.
No, you gotta be real bold to do that. Like,
first of all, why are you coming out naked?
Blame it on her makeup though.
Like, first of all, that means I never saw the naked man before.
Why are you coming out naked? You coming out naked to order food though?
Listen, I don't know that man. I don't know the situation, but I thank him for his service and his bravery to defend his country.
Oh my God!
Leave it at that.
Oh my God.
All right,
yeah,
this
he
is
still
the
need
last
to wipe
one.
his ass.
Well, I want to do the last one.
The last one. Go ahead.
I arrived to pick her up, and there she is with her parents and brother sitting around the kitchen table just talking. I get a bad vibe from everyone but her when she introduces me. On the way to dinner, I mentioned the tension I felt from them all. She said it's because she just broke up with her boyfriend a few weeks before. Her family loved him, and they were all upset with her dating someone else. Okay, I can see that. Maybe they'll get over it and like me once they get to know me, if we date for a while. Later on, I asked about her brother. No brothers. Okay, cousin. No boy cousin. And she is close to, what about the guy? Oh, no, that she is close to. What about the guy with her parents when I picked her up? That was her ex. There to have dinner with her parents. They have had him over several times a week since the breakup. Trying to get them back together and made sure he was there when I arrived.
Wow.
That sounds
That's like a
that sounds
slap
like
in the
one of
face,
a topic
yo.
we had before when if you break
Yeah.
up, does the family have to does the family break up too?
It depends on how.
Yeah, y'all break up.
You
Y'all
don't
break up.
have to, but you don't invent.
Kids
Don't
break up, the
invite the
family
dude.
break up, everybody break up.
Well, I never. I'm still close with. You know what's the weirdest thing about it all? I'm close. I'm not. I'm close to the families of all my exes, even from high school. They still chat to me. And they still talk to me, but I don't. I don't go over there. Like certain things, I feel like it's just disrespectful to the new person, and I feel like to the person who you with. You married and all that. I don't want your girlfriend looking at me. Nah, we exes for a reason, sis. Ain't no going backwards on that path. That's a wrap. So I don't want you to bump. We still mad cool. I go to baby showers, birthday parties, sending the gifts. I got the shower gift. It's love, but that's crazy. Why would you do that? And why would you let your family do that? My thing is, why would you allow your family to do that? And then tell a dude like, oh yeah, that's my ex that my parents just did want him to meet you. What kind of crazy, sick, sadistic craziness is you going on at that house?
They're white.
At that point, you just have
that.
to fight them. Make sure you win and just be like, see, like this is the guy you want protecting your daughter.
Exactly. Get out of here. Like, what kind of foolishness is that? That's plum foolishness right there.
Because she could have just said that's her cousin.
Thank you. Why would you even say anything? That's why I'm like, why would you even? That's weird.
I could ask a question. Would it be weird if, because let's just say, because he's the only guy there, would it be weird if y'all start talking and y'all start vibing?
Oh, what you mean, Cliff? Elaborate.
Like, I don't know.
Or
Like,
if the dude and the other dude start vibing?
Yeah, like if I'm at some place and it's boring as hell, like I don't know what's going on, and there's a guy who's talking about sports. It's just so happened that he was plugging this girl. Like I don't really know like that, but we're dating. We start talking about football or the Knicks or something like.
Yes.
And then you find out that's her ex that's still trying to get with her.
That happened before.
Wow.
Not for me though, but I know one of my homies that happened to, and him and the dude is still friends, and that girl somewhere, I don't know, for the streets somewhere.
Yeah. Sound like they tag team.
Well,
if you
they probably did.
sound like they walking around the tag team.
She said, "Yeah, bro, let's go, bro."
That's why I said they realized that she was for the streets, but they just did what they had to do.
Well, we want to thank y'all for coming on.
Oh, I want to tell Cliff in case I'm not on this next Tuesday that we going to Florida and we're gonna be up in Cleo's, right? That's the strip club, and I look like this, right, with this big baby in my stomach, right? So they're gonna be all over him like, oh, he bringing a big booty girl with the baby. He gonna get all the lap dances, and then I'm gonna come back and then I'm gonna tell you all about it, okay, Cliff?